So the wheel is removed, and what we're planning to do next is remove brake caliper and carrier as well. So the first is caliper. There are two bolts on the back here, and then carrier as well. They are M14, so you need to spanner M14, and caliper will goes away. Okay, caliper is removed. I don't want to disconnect the line, so it's still on the line here, waiting on the side. And then the carrier will be the second part. We got a bolt with a head 14 and the same on the other side. So 2 14s will let us remove carrier. Okay, so carrier is removed, and the next step will be to unscrew these two bolts, just to let us remove brake disc, especially because inside is a handbrake mechanism. So yeah, we need to lose these two nuts first. For this reason we need to use the impact driver bit set. It's a 1/2 inch one. As you can see, use the hammer. Don't try to use the ordinary screwdriver, it just damage the head inside, and you take the problem to remove the brake disc. So that's the impact one. You need to just set the proper direction, and then use the hammer on the back to unscrew the nut or bolt. Okay, so these two bolts was removed, and now the next step, before we try to move away brake disc, we need to remove this small rubber and found the adjusting nut inside of the handbrake mechanism. There is a special place when you can put flat screwdriver and just unscrew the nut which is inside there, just to give the brake shoe release effect, and then that's take the tension out from inside of the system, just to let us remove brake disc. Okay, so this plug is removed, and with the small light I'm looking inside just to find the correct bit to move away. That's the one which is inside there. With a torch, which I'm probably unable to show you. With a torch you might notice there is some kind of tensioner inside. You need to release this tensioner, and then that's just what was done, and then you notice the disc will start to moving much easier. The next step will be just to give a little lubrication, and that's penetrating stuff just around here, and then maybe tap with the hammer, with a soft hammer, just to and then with a soft hammer we try to tapping on the back and moving the discs around, and then just to remove the brake disc. Okay, so the brake disc is removed. As we can see, it's still in fairly good condition, so we'll back put in place. That's the handbrake mechanism. So as we can see, there are two springs on the top, these two, and there is an adjusting nut on the bottom. That's the one which we need to adjust with a screwdriver over the hole in the disc to release or adjust handbrake. We got a good opportunity to check the bearing if they are still in a healthy, good condition, and of course the brake pads itself. As we can see, we can have a look and see how many brake pads we still got. everything will be clear, and we got a good access as well to see all the other parts. Okay, so the brake shoe was removed. Line for handbrake was disconnected. That's the bottom one, and now we got a nice access everywhere around here. As we can see, the wheel bearing on the back of this car is mounted on 4 bolts. That's the bolts around here, 3 and 4 on the bottom. There's a ABS sensor is over here. If you need to replace a ABS sensor, the bolts is on the back of the bearing. So the next step will be to put back all these parts together. So if you need to remove the brake shoe and replace the brake shoe, that's the condition which you need to come to. It's good to look for if you can unscrew all these ones. Okay, the contact points for a brake shoe, there are few of them, as we can see here, so that should be slightly lubricated with the proper grease. We got a few of them around here, 3 on the front and another 3 on the back. We need to give a little lubrication here. I would say the Cooper grease will be perfect, and just a sensible quantity. We don't want a grease to come in contact with the brake shoe, and then efficiency of brakes, handbrake will be very poor with this, so we need to